For the longest time, the gap between having a great software idea and actually launching it, well, it's been a massive canyon. And the only way across was with a huge bag of cash. But that is changing, and it's changing fast. So today we're diving into a pretty revolutionary idea: how you, a non-technical founder, can build and launch a real-deal software as a service app for about the price of a nice dinner.
And this is the question that just stops so many amazing ideas dead in their tracks, right? You've got the vision, you totally get the problem you want to solve, but that financial wall just seems impossibly high. It's the classic startup catch-22. You need the money to build a thing, but you need the thing to make any money.
I mean, this is the reality for so many founders out there. You take your brilliant, world-changing idea to a developer, and the numbers they come back with are just staggering. We're talking thousands of dollars just to get version 1, your MVP, off the ground. It's so frustrating, and honestly, it's killed way too many incredible businesses before they even had a chance to start.
Okay, but what if we just completely flip the script? Just look at the difference here. The old way, you're hiring expensive developers, you're waiting months, you're burning through a small fortune. The new way, you build it yourself, you can launch in days, and the cost plummets from thousands of dollars to around 50. This isn't just a small step up, it's a whole new ballgame.
So yeah, welcome to the new reality. Building your minimum viable product, or as I like to call it, your minimum lovable product for $50 isn't some fantasy anymore. It's a real practical strategy for anyone with a great idea, whether you have a technical background or not. Seriously, let that number sink in for a second. $50. That is the actual reported cost a founder paid on the AI platform Lovable.dev to get the first build of their app done. Think about what that means. That thousands of dollars you would have spent on just coding can now go to what really matters after you launch. Marketing, getting customers, and actually growing the business. So you're probably asking, how on earth is this even possible? Well, the answer is this really cool concept called vibe coding. Forget writing endless lines of code. Instead, you just describe what you want your app to do in plain English. You focus on the what, not the how. You bring the vision, and an AI platform becomes your tireless developer, generating the front end, the back end, the whole shebang. All right, so let's get down to brass tacks. How do you actually put this $50 app together? Well, it comes down to a few key tools that play really nicely with each other. This is your brand new ultra-lean tech stack. So here's the game plan. First, you use an AI coder, like Lovable.dev, to generate the core of your application. Then, for your backend, we're talking user logins, data storage, all that important stuff, you plug in Supabase, which has a super generous free plan. To make all your different services talk to each other, you use an automation tool, the glue, like make.com. And finally, the most important part, getting paid, you just integrate Stripe. Each piece is crazy powerful on its own, but together, they create a complete professional app.
Okay, hold on. Before you spend a single cent, even that $50, there's one step that is absolutely 100% critical. You have to make sure people actually want the thing you're building. The worst mistake you can possibly make is to build something nobody needs, no matter how cheap it was to create.
And it's not that complicated. You can break it down into a really simple 30-day plan. In the first couple of weeks, you just create a simple landing page and aim to get at least 20 people to sign up. Then, and this is key, you actually talk to those people to really understand their problems. Finally, you ask them to commit. You offer them a sweet discount for early access and see who is actually willing to pull out their credit card. That's how you prove you've got real demand. Okay, so we've talked about all the amazing possibilities, right? But now we got to talk about the real world, about the limitations. This isn't magic, and to really win with this approach, you have to respect what the AI can and can't do. And that brings us to a super important guideline, the 5-feature golden rule. Just burn this number into your brain, 4 to 5. This is your magic range. This is the key to staying in that sweet spot where today's AI code generation just absolutely shines. So what does that actually mean? It means your first product should have a maximum of 4 to 5 core features. That's it. A feature could be something like user login, or the ability to post a job, or a simple messaging system. If you try to build something with 10 or 15 features right out of the gate, you're just giving the AI way too many instructions at once. It's going to get confused and things will probably break. The goal here is a focused, minimum, lovable product. And look, this comes straight from a founder who's been in the trenches with this stuff. It's all about managing expectations. You're not going to build the next Instagram or TikTok with these tools. The complexity is just way too high for now. But what you can build are these incredibly valuable niche SaaS products.
Things like job boards, client portals, or specialized tools that solve one specific problem brilliantly.
So, at the end of the day, what does this all mean? It means the game has completely changed. The cost to turn your idea into a real software business has just collapsed. That massive barrier that stopped so many amazing people for so long, it's been lowered by over 97%. The tools are here, the roadmap is clear, and the cost is next to nothing. So the only real question left is, what will you build?